I am angry. I hate my situation. Look at my pimples. Look at my facial hair. Look how red my lips are. Ugh. Everything around me is so awful. um, shit. I live in a dorm room, so it's loud. I hate everything. I'm so upset. Life sucks. Do you know that person? Do you know that person who is always like, "Oh yeah, like it, like a pessimist, basically, half empty kind of guy, right?" He's always just like, "Oh yeah, that sucks." Like, "Oh, blah, blah." I used to be that guy. You ask anyone who's known me for over, like, since I was 16, 15, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Jace, yeah, he used to be a super like glass half empty kind of guy." I used to be really negative. I used to be pretty depressed, and because I was pretty out of shape and I wasn't happy with the way I looked, with my life, I wasn't happy with anything. Come to think of it now they mention my age, I turned 19 in 6 days. My birthday is February 21st. That's crazy. I turned 19 in 6 days. That's insane. Regardless of that. So I used to be a really negative person. And I think in every one of my videos, I've smiled at least once because, I enjoy doing this. I really enjoy talking in front of a camera. But if you were to ask me 4 years ago, 3 years ago, what I enjoyed, I would have said sleeping and playing video games, which I still enjoy those things today. But there's a different connotation when it was 3 or 4 years ago. And what I mean by that is it would have meant completely different things like 3 or 4 years ago. Like 3 or 4 years ago, when I would have said sleeping or playing video games, I would have meant like sleeping as in sleeping the whole day away, sleeping and not waking up until like 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And what I meant by playing video games is playing video games and nothing else. I wouldn't talk to people. I wouldn't eat. I mean, of course, I'd have to use the restroom. Well, also, I would eat. What I said was a lie. I would eat because I was a fat 15-year-old, but that's besides the point. My point is, it is so important to have an outlet, not only due to your anger, but also due to your personality, if that makes sense. Because no matter what you may think, even if you know someone who you are 100% certain that just cannot get angry. Like, I'm sure there's a few people who know me that are like, "Oh yeah, he's not an angry person." Like, I'm not an angry person. Sometimes I get upset or mad or disappointed, but I'm not overall an angry person. And you, as my audience, as an individual, probably know at least one person like that who just somehow can't get angry no matter what. That's because 99% of the time they have an outlet, and outlets are so important. I have quite a few myself. I have the gym, I have my computer, which is where I play video games, I have my car, I have my friends and family that I can speak to. It's so important. And you might be thinking, "Oh, well, Jace, that's isn't that common knowledge?" And you'd be right to an extent. And that extent ends where actually it's not common knowledge because so many people don't have outlets. All over social media, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, especially, the mindset of working hard and never taking breaks, like the grinding is a great thing, right? Working hard and minimizing the time that you're taking breaks, I think, good. That's good. However, I mentioned this in a video before, the importance of like taking breaks, which is what my second most popular video, I believe. It's dot 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 do and your rest days, I believe it's called. Um, I mentioned the importance of breaks, but I didn't mention the importance of outlets because breaks, you really can't have a break without an outlet, right? If you're working really hard and you're just going to have a break, let me go exist for a few minutes instead of studying. Like, is existing your outlet? No, 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 no. When I say break, I mean like, oh, let me go sleep, let me go lift, let me go drive, let me go play video games, let me go draw, let me go eat, let me do something that I can not convert, I'm getting into that later, that I can exert energy to in order to regain my either social battery or my work ethic or whatever. I notice one thing on this channel that I do a lot is I quote people and I do not know who the quote is from, unfortunately. But I have to kind of do it again right now. I don't know where this quote is from. Well, I know what the idea is from Sir Isaac Newton himself. Um, According to the laws of energy, energy cannot be destroyed, it can be converted or changed. So, the same energy you might be thinking of as in like lightning or like light or something like that, or like physical energy, is the same as the energy you feel inside of you when you're up until 3 in the morning every day for a week studying for an exam that you still don't know if you passed or not. That is the same kind of energy I'm talking about. And that energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be converted and exerted. In reality, converting that energy you feel inside of you isn't simple. It's tricky, it's hard. It requires a mindset change, it requires a different thought process. But when you do it, that energy is so easy to exert into something positive. For example, for me, whenever I have, because shocker, I'm a person who also has issues not only with myself but with other things and other people. When I'm upset, when I get a bad grade on a test, I'm not like it is what it is at first. I'm like, oh, that really sucks, you know? I feel this sadness. But that energy, if I let it stay within myself as sadness, will ruin me. It will make me a pessimist. And that's not to say I'm an optimist. I'm not either of those. I'm not a pessimist or an optimist. I'm like, it's you put a cup, like a glass of water. I'm not going to say it's half full or half empty. I'm just going to say there's water in the cup, and my hair's on my face. But that's besides my point. What I'm trying to say is, if I get that grade and if I get upset, if I let it stay inside of my soul, basically, and I let it just kind of sit, it's going to make me a sad person, right? I'm going to feel sad because of that sadness due to that event that happened to me that sucks. So instead, I get angry and I get mad at myself. I get mad at the situation. My hair's on my face again. I get mad at the situation that I was put in. I get mad that, oh, why did I have to take that test? Why didn't I study enough? Why did I do poorly? And I go to that gym and I lift my heart out. And that always works, always, without fail. It always works. And but however, there is one exception when you go to the gym, and you're just not feeling it, like your back starts hurting, or your shoulders start fucking up, whatever. That's besides the point. You need to convert the energy you are feeling, energy from either outside sources or yourself being that source. You need to convert that energy into something that is more easily able to be portrayed somewhere else. Sometimes you could be really excited about something, and then you can convert that to creativity, and you could make some beautiful piece of art. Or you could, like in my case, convert sadness or anxiety into anger, and that anger turns into strength in the gym. Or there's so many different possibilities out there. You just need to find the one that works for you. And the sooner you do that, the sooner you create an outlet for yourself, the better you will be. Trust me. And yes, I will be making a video when I hit 200 subscribers. I believe I'm at 196, which is insane. My channel has slowed down a little bit since my first few posts, but I believe this will be my 17th video. So leave me alone, dude. Oh my god, this